What's up, guys? Soul 1.0 just came out, and I thought I'd show you the old version before we get into the new one. Here's when you did the proxies and you added the groups. The billing, you send enter the info on the card, looks like a credit card. Here was the advanced shipping rates. You put ahead of time. This is the fast forward of the sites, like Adidas, and then you had different options for each site. Shopify, Easy Supply, Supreme, Foot Locker, but that was like the outside of US, and then this is the US, then all the other sites. Here's the Chrome and the regular Harvester stuff, the V2 and V3s. This is the options that were there before. Just signing in YouTube. Over here is when you did the mass edits, and you could select the certain sites that you wanted with the delays, or put them on a timer, or you had to change the keywords or URLs. And that was about it for the fast view. So then at 8 o'clock, Soul was scheduled to do 1.0. So you see everybody's excited. And then that's when they sent out the link. And here's a updates they did, or just information they had. So they gave us the link. You basically just download it, install it, and then just enter your key. Once it's installed, this is what came up. And you can see in the settings, you had the delays, the webhook, notifications, quick tasks, auto solve, import, export. And right away I noticed you could adjust the window, which is nice. It was a difference. You could adjust it vertical or horizontal, but you couldn't do diagonal, which doesn't really matter. Clicking on delays, you can see as this is like for all the groups in the settings. So this is not like the mass edit one where you could just select the certain ones, but this is just all in general. You see the monitor, and then the retries shows the webhooks, the notifications. I saw there's a notification for desktop and in bot. That was different. So quick tasks, select your profile, and then you do your proxies there. Auto solve and import, export. And right here it looks like you could do all the bot stuff, or you could just import, export like proxies, lists, groups, billings, stuff like that, or you could do it all in one shot. That's what it looks like. Now we're heading on to the proxies. See where the proxies tab is, and I'm just gonna randomly put anything in there for the proxies tab. So you just put the name. And here's the new list, and then here's when you paste your proxies and you just import them. And just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna make another group just to see what it looks like. So I'm making another proxy group. Next on is the billing. Soul is nice enough to give you test profiles. So there's a US and a UK version. So let me just go to the filter thing just to see what it looks like if I wanted to filter it. So I'll put US and it pops up. Same thing with the UK thing. That's pretty cool. Just checking your profiles really fast, because before you just had to scroll. I noticed I couldn't click on the billing part, but it's because the billing and shipping was the same. But once I took that off, then I could go on the billing section. So that explains that. And now for the captures, there's profiles from now. So let's say I already made a few already. So if I did like a V2 solver, you could open it up on startup, when you start up Soul. If you wanted to, right here you just click on the YouTube and you sign in. And when I signed in YouTube, automatically when I click on the open Gmail, it's already signed into the login I did. So you just have to do it one time for the profile. On each CAPTCHA profile, on the top right, there's an open button. When you open it, that's basically like the way it used to look like, just different logo. So you have the V2 solver. You click on and off the option. And I guess if you wanted to switch it, you could use the drop down menu to click what kind of solver you want for each one, and also save the proxy for it. Over here is when I noticed you could log into your Discord so your name could show on the bot. So that's what I put in there. Over here's the accounts where you can put your email and your passwords. And then here's a new feature I didn't know it had. There's a cookies tab where you could click on the site that you want. So I did JDUS, and I just created the task, and then in here I just put whatever. I had no proxy, so then I put like 5. And I wanted to see what this did, and it looks like it was creating cookies beforehand. Fast forward later in the nighttime, I wanted 5,000 cookies. I entered 5,000. But I didn't know it made 5,000 tasks. So with 10 proxies it was on, this is real time of it generating cookies, which I thought was really fast. On to the next one, the task groups. So you could just you could name it whatever you want. And I'll put Shopify, and then I put the site, what kind it is, and it's a Shopify thing. So when you click on the task creator, depending on what section you did, so in this case Shopify, I noticed that it'll show you only the Shopify sites, because I'll show you what the next one will show. So in here you could just enter like you normally do. And also I gotta add that Soul added mesh sites to it, so now there's more sites it supports. And here you can see me creating the tasks. And then they has a scheduled timer there. And before in the old Soul, I only could do like 5 tasks at a time when I created something. And here I put 100, and I even did like a lot more. And when I created the task, it created like unlimited. I mean, at least whatever I put in there, like by the hundreds, it created those tasks, which saves a lot of time. All right, so let's create a new task group. And here I'm just gonna name it foot sites. And see this part right here where it says site. So in here I put foot site. This is where I'm saying the drop down matters for when you put site. So the other one had Shopify. This one has only the foot sites in there. And then for the sizes, you saw how I checked it. If you want to do multiple, you just check on the sizes you want with the check marks on it, so you don't have to type them in. When you create these tasks for the billing profile, the profiles show up and you could click on both of them or whatever profiles you put in here. Over here I wanted an experiment, so I put 5,000 tasks and made it all easily. Alright, so from the same foot sites, I just want to add a different site on it, so I put champs. And I really did it just for just to check the filters within like the same task group. So you see champs there, and I'm just gonna type it in. It comes out fast. So then I decided let me do the product ID or the SKU or whatever it is. Let me see if I'll find it. So when I type it in, it comes up too. And I think that works for everything, like maybe the proxy list and billing and all that stuff under the filter thing. And I created another group for just mesh. So I picked anything randomly and I made the own group. I just put block because I just wanted to put anything. Here's the off-whites. And then when you make a task creator for it, depending on what site you put is what it'll show. Over here making another task for Supreme. Random names. And then you can see for the categories and all that stuff. So it just depends on what site you pick. You get different options. Over there is edit all. So within that group I could edit everything. So I selected a few just to see what it looks like too, so I could edit just a few of them. Just selecting it, you just hold down with the mouse and just select them all, and then just right click to edit them. And then I wanted to see how to do certain groups. And then there's key commands like F1, F2, F3. I did F3 for delay windows, and when you do that, you could click on which group that you want to affect the delays on. I wanted to know what the success sharing thing is, so I press F4 to see what goes on. So it asks me if I'm sure to share my success. I'm thinking it's taking a screenshot and sharing it. Press cancel. So that's my first run through of the bot and my overview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna add another clip for the mochas, which I did horribly on, or maybe everybody just did. And because of these new features and everything, I got a little bit overwhelmed. But I'm trying to separate the whole Shopify from foot sites thing. But now this one's gonna make it easier because I could separate them in the groups. And here's a small clip of at least seeing Soul at work. I've been having problems with foot sites, so at this point it's just for me to be like, I just want to get a checkout. I don't even care about PV. If I do, then that's progress for me. So this is just from, I guess, whatever skills I have. So it's not just on the bot, it's really on me. So I tried out different proxies from Hex ISPs. You see, at least now I'm in queues, and then you can see the Shopify group is waiting for captures. What I didn't know was that I forgot to put on the checkpoint capture, so that's when the captures start coming out. By that time, it was already over, so you can see like it wasn't going through. I was also trying manual. So basically all the statuses and stuff was either in queue or adding to cart or error. I found it easier because now each group had its own delay and I could edit whatever I wanted. Right now it's just multitasking and making that a habit now. So with Soul, it's different stuff just to get used to, but it's easier overall. I just gotta get used to it. So my impression of it is like 10 times better than how it was. The way to use it is great. The amount of control is awesome. Not to mention the cookie generator, which I think is super fast. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.